Every time we come on YouTube, we're looking for that tell me something new. AMC. Singing runs in the family. So basically, this video is definitely taking a turn. AMC is definitely due for a nice little upswing. It's been compressed down. There's obvious reasons why, besides what I believe is manipulation and stuff like that, which I have no factual evidence. Like, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take none of that financial advice from me or anything like that. But I do believe that also the dilution has a hand to play in it, and I know a lot of us don't like the dilution. I mean, I wish it didn't have to happen, but I do understand the necessity, the reasoning behind it. So I'm not, you know, I wouldn't say I'm overly ecstatic, like, yes, we're diluting, but I'm at the same time, I don't want the company to go under because they can't pay their debt. So they're doing what they got to do to keep the company afloat. As long as the company's afloat, we have a chance. So a lot of people are like, Adam Aron's stopping it, he's stopping it. But if he didn't dilute and they didn't pay the debt down, where do you think that would lead us? It's going to lead us to if the company were to go bankrupt, which I don't think it would happen right away, but eventually I do believe it would happen. I think the theaters are coming back, which is also a good thing. I mean, movies are more popular again. Streaming is it's a cool thing to have, but it's not like the only option again. Now it's back to the movies. Things are back to normal. It took like 4 years after the pandemic just for things to kind of swing back to normalcy, if that's the right word. Things have changed too, though. There's the people that don't go to theaters as youngsters that are just adapted to it. But I will say, I think theaters will never go away. Either way I look at it, the dilution, paying off debt's a good thing, because even if the company's making money and it's doing well, they can use that money towards debt as well. But I do believe that it's deeper than I can just explain real quick in a quick YouTube video. So I'm going to make a separate video on where money, I believe, comes and goes in business, because I own businesses. I understand the fact that, hey, man, a lot of people say, oh my God, you make so much money because you're selling this and this and this, but they don't understand the debt aspect of it. People come to my store and like, look at all these hats and jerseys, man, you're rich. No, I'm just in debt. That's all that is. So, I mean, if I had the option to dilute something and pay off debt and strengthen the company, I would do it too. You know what I mean? Now, does that mean that I'm glad that it happens? No, obviously not. I would rather just this thing squeeze and be over with. But it's a tricky one, man, because, you know, where do I go with this? So it's almost a necessity, because there is so much in debt, like billions of dollars in debt, that if they don't dilute, there's no way they're ever going to get out of this. So they need to cut that short thesis. You know what I mean? They need to keep paying debt and not getting more debt if possible. Obviously, there's going to be more and more debt come in, but if you could ration it to 70% being paid, 30% coming in, you know, then you're going to do okay. Because debt's always there's always going to be something to put you back in debt. There's always going to be something coming in. But if you can put more towards your bills than more towards your debt, then you're doing good. Now, I think that, like I said this the other day, this thing could take a couple years. You know, I don't think it's just going to be an overnight thing. So if you're going to be shocked every time they dilute, you're going to be shocked for two good years at least. You know what I mean? So you're either in this for the long haul, or you're in this till there's a black swan event, or someone just decides to cover it as a chain effect, domino effect, and it knocks everyone down and they all cover. And that's why I don't jump out and come back later like, oh, I'll jump back and come back later. No, because I just said that twice, sorry. No, because there always is that possibility that this thing just pops and squeezes and boom, 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 we're out of here. But if it goes down the way I think it's going to go down, slow, they're just not going to give it up. They can't give it up. Whoever's shorting this and hedging against it, they can't. They just cannot, because it will knock them out of business. They're going to knock all their money out. They're going to be gone, done, kaput, as Lou used to say, vaporized. You know what I mean? So they don't want to be, no one wants to be vaporized. Doesn't sound fun. So they're not going to do it. It's just going to have to be something that's forced upon them, or basically forced upon them now or later. They're going to drag it out as long as they can, hoping that we get frustrated and sell and da-da-da-da. But as long as there's smooth brains like me out there, and you, I'm not sure if you are or not, and I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold, but as long as there's smooth brains like me that just buy, and buy more, at some point or another it's going to pop. Even if it's not even oversold now, by the time a couple years comes down the road, you got dudes like me buying every damn day or every week. Well, me literally every day. That's what's going to happen. So, short term or long term, my opinion is this thing squeezes no matter what. So, that's how I look at it. Like I said, I'm not excited that it gets diluted and pushed down, but I see the necessary evil in it, if that makes any sense. So, getting stressed and frustrated and can't believe this is happening when it gets diluted, don't do that to yourself, because guess what? It's going to be diluted a lot, and it's going to continue to happen until debt's paid down a lot. And I believe we're at over $8 billion in debt. So guess what? That's why I say 2 years. 2 years is my guess, if it gets drug out, unless there's a black swan event or something happens to force them to cover. That's it. Have a good day. Be blessed. Let's get rich soon. And I got to get back to my daughter singing. So, hit it. Let's hear you sing something, Lou. Woo! Wow. There it is. Find something positive. Be happy. Life's good, man. Peace.